Grand Rising, all kings and queens, all gods and goddesses, all beautiful people I am. Be lost to God. No, this morning just going to be speaking briefly about having a powerful, positive self concept. Okay? And self concept is this is the area where like most of us struggle with, right? Because it's an ongoing process, like it never ends. A majority of the times we're so focused on like manifesting our goals, like the perfect relationship, the perfect home, the perfect job, the a certain amount of money, right? And forgetting our self concept, right? And I've been guilty of that too at times. Like at times I'm more focused on the goals that I want to obtain instead of my my self concept, right? Now, at times I get caught slipping when it comes to like my self concept and stuff, right? Like sometimes the old patterns and stuff will they tend to creep back in, right? Because as I say, it's a ongoing process every single day because of all those years, right? Of our subconscious, of our subconscious mind, of negativity being embedded in our subconscious mind, the way how we think about ourselves and stuff like that for years, so it's gonna take some time. All right, but the more you do something, the more you tell yourself a particular story, right? You will become it because that is the law, right? That is facts, right? So, what we can do to build a very positive and powerful self concept, right? Get a piece of paper and a pen or pencil, right? And I want you to be honest with yourself. It's nobody around but you, the paper and the pencil, right? So be truthful and be very honest with yourself. Divide the paper into half, right? Divide the paper into half. On one side, right? I want you to write out all of the things that you dislike about yourself, right? Both the physical and the inner, right? The attitudes, whatever the case may be, right? Or what people may have told you for years that made you feel uncomfortable about yourself, right? Whatever it is, you know what I mean? Probably your attitudes in relationships or whatever, the way how you think about money, right? If it's fear based or whatever, right? But write out those negative traits, right, on one side of the paper. All of them that you could think about, including what it is that you dislike about yourself, right? And be very true and honest. Write that on one side, right? And on the other side, no, you will write the solution. You will write like the opposite then of whatever it is on that other side, right? So if the negative trait on this side is like, let's say one of them is in relationships, when they get angry, I tend to lash out, right? I tend to lash out and say mean things, right? On the other side, no, the positive aspect of that, no, would be that in every relationship, if ever there's an argument, my partner and I, we handle our disagreements in the most respectable manner, something along those lines, right? Or if on one side, I was treated very badly in all of my relationships, on the other side, no, you can write all of my relationships were so amazing and perfect, all of my exes, they love me, but right now I'm in the most amazing relationship ever, like something along those lines, but just write out the negative traits on one side, right? All those things that you dislike about yourself or whatever the case may be, and then on the other side, no, write out all the positives, right? What would be the solution, right? And after you have done that, I want you to look now at all of the negative traits, right? Face it head on, don't run from it. Face it head on, read them through, right? Just read them through, all of them. Okay? Let's see, alright. Okay, cool. Okay, alright, safe. On the next side, no. Read all of the positive ones, right? And when you have done that, cut the paper now. Just take a scissors or whatever if you want to like, kind of like rip it, but just rip off the side now that has on all of the negative traits, right? Rip off that side and keep the positive traits because this is what you're going to be focusing on, the positive traits, right? So you take that negative part that you just cut off with the scissors or rip off, making sure you don't rip off the don't tear what you written in the positive section, but the negative side, no, you would take that You will ball it up or tear it up fine and throw it away, right? That no longer exists in your world, in your consciousness, right? That no longer exists. So you rip up that side, you ball it up, you tear it up, whatever, you throw it away, throw it in the garbage, throw it far away from you, right? And keep the positive side, right? Because this is what you're going to be dwelling on. This is what you're going to be focusing on every single day, right? So you read that through constantly until it sticks into your mind, right? You may not get it the first time right away, or it might seem strange, but the more you do it on a daily basis, you can even fold it and walk around with it. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Even if you just like recite it once a day or whatever, but just make sure you dwell on that and focus on that like every single day. Make it a daily habit, right? And eventually it will drown out those those other negative beliefs and traits that you would have had about yourself, right? Now, using your tools to manifest, right? If you can practice manifesting on a daily basis, right? Consistently, um, like take time to manifest like this what do we call like the smaller goals, right? Take time to manifest, let's say like a cup of coffee, or finding a penny on the ground, or manifesting things for other people, you know, while you're still manifesting and focusing on the bigger goals, right? Try manifesting smaller things in between, right? So when you see your harvest now, right, that will build confidence in you, and you will know that you are the co-creator of your world, that you are God, you are the goddess, right? Doing things like that helps to also build your self-confidence and your self-concept as well, right? Because the more you do that, and the more you see the results, right, that would limit the doubts and the fears and stuff that you have within, and it will build a more confidence in yourself, you know. So you will now see yourself as like the co-creator, a badass, you know. You can have anything that you desire, right? So you will walk more taller, you know. Your back is more straight, your head is more upright, right? Because you know that you are the co-creator, you are the god of your world, right? You are the god and the goddess, right? So that will also help to build your self concept as well, right? Using the tools more often, right? And practicing more often, right? To manifest even smaller goals and stuff, right? The bigger goals, they're gonna come, you know. It's just like, so there's different time intervals, you know. There are different time intervals. A baby takes 9 months. A sheep or elephant takes, um, sorry, a baby takes 9 months. A sheep takes couple of weeks, right? A horse or elephant takes a year, right? Or a chicken takes a couple of weeks, and a horse, sorry, a chicken takes a couple of weeks and a sheep takes a couple of months, something like that. Anyhow, everything, every seed has its own appointed hour. It ripens and it flowers. If it be long, well then wait for sure, and it will not be late, right? So building a very positive self-concept is also using the tools, you know, and practicing to co-create, you know, and manifest things not only for yourself but for other people, you know. Where you're waiting on those bigger goals, practice on these smaller ones as well. And when you see them come about into your reality, that will help build confidence, right? And help build your self-concept as well, right? And when you see things like that happening, you won't consider yourself no the average anymore. You will see yourself now as the true co-creator and the god of your world, and that you can have anything that you desire, right? So you can do that along with creating that list that I told you about just now, writing out the negative things that you don't like about yourself, and on the other side where you know the positive things, the things that you want to be, right? Get familiar with those negative traits or whatever. You know, you cut it off, tear it up, rip it up, throw it far away, and focus on your new story about yourself, right? Focus on that new story and tell yourself that every single day, every single day, every single day, right? Repetition is power. That is how you embed the subconscious mind, right? Now don't do it just for a couple months and then stop. It's an ongoing process, right? Until it becomes natural. Just like walking. As a baby, you know, you stumble, you fall, you know, but you kept on walking. And now today you're just walking perfect. So it never stops, right? So practice, 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 right? Using the tools, you know, and manifesting and co-creating in your own world. And also, you know, script out what I just said, the concept of yourself, the old story and the new story, throw away that old story and focus and dwell on the new story. Alright? So that is how you can build a very positive, powerful self-concept. Alright? So with all that being said, I just hope this message was of help to you. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Feel free to click the notification bell as well for more videos to come. Feel free to like, feel free to comment, feel free to share my videos as well. Alright? I am Be Floss to God, sending you love, peace, joy, prosperity, and blessings as usual. And do have a blessed day. Alright? Peace and love.